Hey everybody, it's Dan from the Outdoor Trade Show Network. It's Sunday night. It's time for We Care You Matter. And I guess like I got at the top up there, we made 5,000 rounds this week. I want to talk to you about that. I also want to talk to you about get a hold of me. If you got outdoor products, you got anything that has to do with the outdoors, and you want to tell everybody about your product or your service or what you got going on, get a hold of me. I've been so busy down here trying to figure out how to make some ammunition that I haven't had a chance to do my due diligence, what I'm doing with the Outdoor Trade Show Network. But we made 5,000 rounds this week that we can ship out this week. Now, it's going to be, Pat's going to get things situated around on here. You can go to redlegionmunitions.com. He'll have it up this week, and they're going to be $1 a round. And that's what I wanted to, I guess, be open about and talk to everybody about is this. I should make 5,000 rounds in less than 2 hours. I made 5,000 rounds for the whole week. Not 50,000 rounds, 5,000 rounds. That's why they're going to be priced at $1 a round, because we're paying double for all of the components that go into these. And they're it's once fired military brass, and it costs more. The once fired military brass is now costing us more than what the new brass used to cost, and quite a bit more. So we're going to be at $1 a round. Pat will have it on there. And I wanted to express that to everybody, is that it's going to be up and running. And I'll talk to you on Sunday nights, even when I have guests on, about where we're at with our ammunition and what we have available. That's one of the nice parts about doing this, is that I could talk about that now. But we made 5,000 rounds this week. We got 5,000 rounds. Pat will get them on, well, let me go back to this. Pat will get them back on the website, which is Red Legion Munitions. You can buy them through there. We'll ship them out. And it's going to be $1 a round. Plus, you're going to pay shipping and handling. And what I want to explain is the reason that it's $1 a round is if we were making 50,000 rounds, it would be 40, 45, at the most 50 cents a round. I can see it being 50 cents a round. But when you only make 5,000 rounds for the week, it costs $1, because we have a lot of costs that have to do with running the operation. And I've talked to a lot of people in the business that are in the ammo manufacturing business. They're on the same boat. What little bit we're able to get in and make, we have to try to counter that with what we have with our expenses that go along with running the business. And that's why you're seeing the price we're there. The other thing that I want to talk about, and I'll talk about this every week, is when it comes to the bigger companies, the $1 a round, and they're charging $1.20. Sometimes they're charging more than that. They don't pass the smell test. When it comes to the bigger companies that are manufacturing the primers and they're manufacturing their own components, it doesn't pass the smell test. And everything that's going on right now in the ammunition business doesn't pass the smell test. So we're a small, all that we're able to do here is what little crumbs and scraps that I can try to get my hands on during the week. Really, the 5,000 rounds, we ended up making them. I ended up having a few things during the week. I spend all my time on the phone talking to everybody that's in this business, trying to get myself some bullets. The bullets cost more. Actually, a small 55 grain full metal jacket bullet today cost almost more than what we were paying to have everything done a few years back. So that's where we're at with the pricing. If we were making, like I said, if we were making 50,000 rounds a week, is where we should be. We should be making 50,000 rounds of 9mm, 50,000 rounds of 223. That would be a nice week for us to get everything packaged up, ready to go, and shipped out the door, produced, up, going, out the door. That's not happening. A total of 5,000 rounds. The only thing that we have going for us here is we're making plenty of these. It gives us time. We're making the stand-down rounds. So we're able to make the stand-down rounds. It keeps us busy down here. We get these sent out. You go to Avert Industries, or like I said, you go to our website, you can buy stand-down rounds. And the nice part is this is a new product that's on the market. And like I tell everybody, and I know Doyle gets upset with me, but you can shoot somebody with this, and you're probably not going to go to prison. You know, you could shoot someone the likelihood of you killing them is it limits the liability. He doesn't like me saying that you can, but you can. That's what they're made for. At 30 yards, you're as accurate can be with something that's going to really hurt, and it's going to take a bad situation, and actually it's going to make somebody very compliant. So we're making a lot of these. And what we're not making 223 and 9mm, we're making stand down rounds. So it gives us a chance. We're making a lot of. We're getting. We're actually we're making a lot of rounds. A lot of stand down rounds. A lot of police departments. A lot of law enforcement. A lot of people that look at it like we do. It's a less lethal. It's a less lethal option that's on the market today. You're accurate to 30 yards. It really hurts. I tried to tell somebody here, if the neighbor's dog is crapping in your yard, you could shoot the neighbor's dog with this. The neighbor's dog is not going to crap in your yard again if you shoot him with one of these. You're not going to kill the dog, but he's not going to come back and crap in your yard. And with bears, animal control, people control, you got problems, you shoot somebody with these stand down less lethal 12 gauge rounds, that problem's going to go away. You're not going to have that problem anymore. So we're making a lot of these. What I wanted to do is I had talked to Mike Etzel just before I came on here. I was hoping, Mike, get a hold of me. I want to talk to everybody out there. I talked to Josh Jensen. Josh knows a lot what's going on with the products, the new products, everything that's going on with the ice fishing. Mike is up north. I'm hoping for Mike to fill me in on what he's got going on. He's got an archery fishing. He's got an outdoor shop up north. Anybody else, I don't care who, what, when, or where you are, get a hold of me. I want to talk about what you're doing. I also want to, every week, the best part about doing this now is I can talk to you about what we were able to produce here in the shop. Like I said, we made 5,000 rounds this week. They'll be for sale here pretty soon. Pat will get them on there. And here's another one that we're going to do with Christmas and that. We got the metal. We have a metal military metal ammo cans, the nice ones. We check them to make sure that they're in good shape. The seals are good. The paint is good. We get them in. I got 1,000 rounds in this one right now. So, but we're going to have a package made up to where you could buy 1,000 rounds. You get a metal, a nice metal can, that seals up nice. We'll give you a patch. So Carlos has got a whole bunch of Red Legion patches. So you're going to get a patch. We got, I should have had darn it all. I should have had the stickers out here. We have a Red Legion Munitions. Really nice. The logo, our Red Legion Munitions logo is really nice. So you're going to get a sticker. You'll get a patch. You get a can, and we'll have a price for all of that. So, I've always liked these. I got thinking about it. I shipped, we've been shipping some quantities out, and when you put 1,000 rounds in a bag, I don't know. I told Carlos I wasn't real happy with that. I would rather, if we're going to sell 1,000 rounds, we do it in a metal can. That way you get yourself a nice metal container that you can store your ammo. And I've got another one. This is one of them that we got. I've had one, I don't know, Lisa will tell you, it's been a long time. I've had that thing a long time. The seals up nice and tight. And then what we're also going to do is we do our own silica packs. I don't like the cheap little ones that you can buy, so we make up our own little ones. We put a little more in there, so we'll put a nice silica pack in there for you. I've done it myself for a long time, and I've made them up myself. I like the ones that we make up. You can put a little more in there. It's just something that's nice to do. So, Doug Golden, hope you get a lot of orders for those rounds. Hey, Doug, it would be nice, and I've talked to Doug. Doug's one of the guys. Doug is a manufacturer. Doug manufactures fishing. You make your own lures. He's got a nice... Doug, do me a favor. Put your website on here. But Doug, and I've told you before, and you backed out on me, I think once. I tried to do this with you. I can send you a text message or an email. You can come on here, and you can tell me what's going on. Do me a favor, Doug. Post your website on here. He's a manufacturer. He manufactures... musky lures. He manufactures fishing lures, and he also sells a lot of stuff. So I'd like to get Doug on here with me. Doug, I can send you a text message. I can send you an email. You set your phone up. You can tell everybody about what you got going on and what you got special. Because here's the thing. the shows aren't happening this year. And I always enjoyed talking to Doug, looking at what Doug's got. And Doug gets a chance to talk to his customers, and they get a chance to meet him. And that's what I'm trying to do with this here. So, Doug, do me a favor, post your stuff on here. And also would like to have you on here with me. And sometimes I think that guys get a little gun shy with coming on here and doing this. Hook, Look, Lures, and MuskyRods.com. That's it. I knew it was a mouthful, Doug. I knew what you had there was a mouthful. So, and Doug, I'd love to have you on here with me. You could talk about what you got going on. And I always get a kick out of guys. There's Doug, and there's a whole bunch of guys out there like Doug. I don't know if you guys get a little nervous of coming on and doing this or coming on here. I can share this and do this and that. But you're really comfortable at talking to people. Doug, you talk to your customers at the shows. I see you. You have no problem talking to customers. So it's that easy to do it here. So I'd love to have Doug on with me. Rods.com. True Western Wear Cowboy. Oh, okay. So that's something. So did that come? Hoping Mike can keep the Wausau show going. That's what I was hoping. Like I said, I talked to Mike just about a half hour ago. I didn't ask him about the show. I figure if Mike wants to bring it up, Mike can bring it up. I don't know if, right now, everybody, this is crazy. And I don't want to see anybody get sick. The last thing I want to see is something bad happen to anybody out there. So my feeling is this: stay safe, take care of yourself. My big thing is, and I'll say this, I don't know if it'll get me in trouble, take care of yourselves. Sometimes our own personal immune system, eating right, sleeping, exercising, making your own internal immune system stronger has a lot to do with something like we have going on right now and you surviving it. And I would like to talk more about that, about ways that we can work at. I'm a teacher too, so I have no problem. Well then, Doug, let's do this. Get a hold of me. I'll get a hold of you. And I can. It's so easy to do. And when I have somebody on here with me, I always ask them afterwards. It's really easy to do. So I have you on here. You can talk about what you're making, what you're selling, the website, what's there, what's going on. Now, Doug, I can't tell. Hook, Looked, and Lured. Did you post to rods.com, True Western Wear Cowboys? Hopefully Doug posted that. I'll have to look that one up. I don't know that one. But yeah, I just wanted to share with everybody tonight and like I said, I get a little upset what's going on with everything with this pandemic and some of the stuff that's going on. And I'd like to see people maybe make a better effort at taking of all of us taking care of each other and looking out for each other. I think that's important with us getting through this is to look after each other, take care of each other, and maybe communicate ways that we can help each other get through this pandemic thing that we got going on. I think we should talk more about that than trying to scare people. Let's talk about ways that we can work together. We got 5,000 rounds to sell. Pat will have them up and running on Red Legion Munitions. He'll have stuff posted on there here in a few days. I'm in no rush because I am and I'm not. I'm probably going to get 5,000 rounds made again this week. That's what I'm looking at. I got bullets coming from Everglades Ammo this week. I ran out of bullets. So tomorrow, I got to wait to get an order. I got a few left here just for doing some messing around, but I was able on Wednesday afternoon to order bullets, and that's where I'm at right now. I got, and here's another one. The powder that we're using, okay, so the powder that you'll get out of these 5,000 rounds is H335 from Hodgdon. I'm a big Hodgdon powder fan. Hodgdon and Alliant, and so what we got in is the CFE 223. I like CFE 223. I like Hodgdon 335. I like Hodgdon 322 also, but you can't get that stuff. And Hodgdon Varget. You can't even get that right now. Here's, I guess, where we're at with a lot of what we're doing is with Red Legion Munitions is we sell a lot of ammo to Carlos's guys that are Ranger guys with his Ranger community. And the hard part or the challenging part about selling ammunition to high-end military guys is you better sell good ammo. You better put a pretty darn good product out there. So We have to use good primers. The brass, it's once fired brass, but we go through and look at it, and I've used brass over and over and over so many times that sometimes you use it up so much that because you're expanding and contracting the neck, it gets brittle and it chips. You got to throw them away. So these are only once fired. They're not bad shape. We use good bullets. We use the best powder we can get our hands on. And if we can't get good components, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to put it out there. So that's kind of where we're at with that. I mean, when you're selling a product out there to everybody out there, you guys are our customers here. Everybody out there are our customers, especially when you're manufacturing ammunition. And sometimes when you manufacture ammunition, even the stand-down rounds, we have a responsibility as manufacturers to put the best products we can out there, because technically you're putting people's lives in your hands as being the manufacturer, that people have faith. We have a responsibility to our customers because people are putting faith in us that when they're in trouble or if they run into a bad situation, our ammunition that we manufacture here will take care of that problem or at least save their lives. So you can't just put crap out there. You got to put the best product that you possibly can put out there when you think about it, that people's lives, it could depend on life or death with the product that you sell. So, there's a lot that goes with that. But the other one would make a nice Christmas. Pat will come up with a package. We're going to come up with, you get a can, get 1,000 rounds, you get a patch. These are really nice patches. They got the Red Legion logo patch, and you get a sticker, and, who knows, we might get some other stuff in there. But the rounds are going to cost $1 a round. I wanted to explain to everybody why it's $1 a round. We only made 5,000 rounds this week. We didn't make 50,000 rounds. We made 5,000 rounds. And when you're only making 5,000 rounds, it's $1 a round. So I wanted to express that. I want you to get a hold of me. I'm a teacher too, so I have no problem with public. Okay, Doug, well, that's good to know. But still, I've asked you, Doug, 2 or 3 times if you'd come on here with me, and I want you to talk about what you're making and what you're doing. So with that, I think I'm going to say thank you, everybody. If you want to order ammo, give us a couple of days. I got to get some stuff to Pat. We got to get some stuff. I'm in no rush here. Right now, what I'm in a rush for is I need to get components. We got 5,000 rounds to sell. Hopefully, we'll have 5,000 rounds to sell next week. Or let's just say we got 5,000 to 10,000 rounds of 223. Well, it's I don't know. I've asked for years. I've shot 5.56 brass through my 223. Shoots just as fine. You shoot a nice little tight pattern like that. So it's 5.53. It's military. It's once fired. They call it 223 REM-military once fired brass. So that's what we're putting our bullets. That's what's holding all our bullets together that we have to sell. And Dan, what's the minus the rounds that you can order? What's the minimum number of orders? Chris, get a hold of me. My big thing is this: probably 100. I'm thinking, Chris, we're gonna get. I got nice little boxes that I can put 100 rounds in. In a 9? What is it? No, I don't. I have no primers, Chris. That's the problem right now. We should be making 50,000 rounds of 9mm. And I haven't made any 9mm in 6 weeks because I'm out of primers. I don't have any small handgun primers, so we're not making any 9. The primers that I did have were a friend. I got them off a friend. They were old primers. I'm not going to sell those to people. If the product that we're putting out is not as good as we can make it, I'm not going to sell it out there. And we got 9mm ammo, and it's nice ammo. What we shoot of it shoots nice. But I don't trust the primers. So in not trusting the primers, I don't want to sell it to customers. Like I said, people's lives, I look at it this way. When you manufacture ammunition, that when people buy your product, that they could end up in a life or death situation. And so we have a responsibility that we have to have that in the back of mind, that we're always making the best product that we possibly can make. So that's kind of where we're at here. And if I can't put out the best possible product, I don't want to sell it to anybody. I don't want to have that burden, I guess, on my shoulders. So with that, I'm going to say thank you. I want to say good night. Join me next week. We'll talk about rounds. And Doug Golden, Mike Etzel, anybody else? Noah Humfeld, I'm hoping to hear from. Josh Jensen at Crappie Junction. I talked to Josh. Josh is big in the ice fishing world. And, I'm hoping that Josh will get a hold of me. He can come in and talk about what's new in the ice fishing world. And with that, I want to say thank you, everybody. Join me next week, and we can talk about more. Oh, order stand-down rounds. Chris, if you want, order stand-down rounds. We got stand-down rounds. Or go to Avert Industries. I should have the website on here, but it's Avert. Or here you go. It's Avert Industries. That's what they look like. That's the packaging. I should have. It's avertindustries.com. Or you can buy them through us. We got them on the website. We have them on our website. But you can buy stand-down rounds. And like I said, you can shoot somebody with these, and you're not going to kill them. It's going to hurt. You're going to hurt them bad. But good night, and will do. Okay, Doug, I guess I've said enough. Doug said that enough is enough. So good night, and join me next week. Thank you, everybody. And get a hold of me. Let's talk about your products. Let's talk about your service. They have to do with the outdoors. That's why I'm doing this. I want to do this because I want to talk about this stuff. So with that, I want to say thank you. Good night, everybody. Join me next week.